Hey there friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Dominique from the Pixie Planner, and thank you so much for joining me for another video. Today I am going to be going through some of my most favorite daily planners. Now these are ones that I have used either last year or I'm currently using. When it comes to daily planners, I use them more like a to-do list. So I do jump through my daily planners and just kind of whatever I feel I need that day or week, I go ahead and grab that specific one that will give me what it is that I need. So I have 3 of them here. I just picked this one up a few weeks ago, so this is my newest one and actually what I am in right now. But I want to go through each one of these because they are so different from one another. And I'll kind of give you a peek at how I made use of the planner and also who I think the particular planner might be good for. So we're going to start bottom to top, and the bottom here, I have my Simplified planner. Now, I showed in one of my recent videos, my favorite weekly planners. Simplified was also in that list, and so for daily, of course, I had to include this one. It is such a gorgeous, well-made planner. Like, I cannot say enough good things about the quality of this planner. So first off, if you are wanting something that feels luxurious and feels sturdy and is going to hold up to you tossing it in and out of the bag, this is going to be a perfect one. So it has these nice brightly colored gold wires here, the O wire. It's this just brilliant gold, and a lot of the ones that I've used in the past have a matte finish, and I just love how brilliant and shiny these are. It just makes it feel a little bit more luxurious too. I do have one of the elastic bands that I purchased a pack, and they come in a pack of 2, and it has just this cute pineapple logo on it. Mine's a little dirty. Unfortunately, with the darker colors, these bands cling on to all little specks of dust and lint, and so the darker color does show up a little bit more dirty, but it is cute nonetheless and super handy because I do throw this in my bag when I'm using this particular planner, and I like that I can keep it closed. So opening it up, I just have a few sticker sheets here on the side, but you have, excuse me, a nice sturdy pocket, very well made. I do wish, the thing that I don't like about these kind of pockets is the majority of the time they come too high up, and it can make it really difficult to get into. So I wish it was just a little bit shorter, but it's super sturdy. And in the front, you get some adorable stickers. She includes these at the front of all of her planners. So this particular one is an academic start. So started in August. And it is, I'll flip to the kind of back here so that way you can see more of a blank spread. It is a month on 2 pages, and then following the months, you have your days. Each day has its own color that's coordinated with it. So every Monday is going to be this, dark blue. Every Tuesday is going to be this teal, and then so on and so on. So when you get to your Sundays, and actually the weekend in general, it is shared on 1 page. I know this is an issue for a lot of people, or they just wish they had, each day with its full page. Now, the thing with that, and I know Emily herself has mentioned, it would make the book so much thicker. if she included one page for each of those days. So I get it. I totally get it. And then, of course, her thing is it keeps you from scheduling too much on your weekends and taking that time for yourself and for your family. So I haven't had any problem using the weekends the way they are. And you have a happy memory from the week right here that you can put in. And then she has her weekly prep checklist. Now, I do wish that this was maybe left blank. I understand her thing is very much about, the starting with clean slate so that your week is set up for success, and she wants you to always keep that in mind. But I don't plan meals. The fill your tank and enjoy what matters, I like to think I do that anyways. So I kind of wish that this was maybe left blank, but again, I'll white it out, or I'll put a sticker over it or something. I make it work. It's so easy to make it work because it's kept so simple. So I absolutely love this planner and I'll kind of show you here. I used it a few weeks ago, and I just love it for kind of like a brain drain or list area. So I don't get crazy, fancy with it. Really, whatever is on my mind, I throw it on here. And I really love that it has plenty of room if I do have a busier day. There's days where I'm not going to fill it up, and that is absolutely okay. It used to bother me to no end that my daily would not look full or like I did much when I actually did have a lot to do. And I've come to the realization that just because it's full, that doesn't mean that you had a productive day. Some of my more productive days are when I barely have anything written on here. So I use it as I need it. I don't worry about how full it is anymore. And it just has worked so wonderfully for me. So this is absolutely one of my go-to daily planners. The simplicity of it is just perfect. So if you're looking for something that is no frills, just, kind of a blank slate so you can make what you want from it, then this planner is absolutely perfection. You can see here that there's no bleed through, but there is a little bit of ghosting of the writing from the other side. It's not anything dramatic, though. It does not bother me. Everyone's going to have their thing. So the ghosting is minimal for my opinion, and my pens work great. I use a variety of pens in here, and actually one of my favorites is my Micron, and it's an archival ink, so it doesn't smudge. It dries super, super quick. It's one of those felt tip pens, and I find that it writes thin enough for me, and so I really enjoy that. But the I think it's the Pilot. The V5 is one of Emily's favorite pens for this planner. I also have used that, and it works very, very well too. So this is just a quick look at the Simplified planner. And the O-rings, like I said, they work so incredibly well. I have not had any issues with, the pages coming out. I know some people have mentioned, with O-rings, they have little gaps sometimes back here and the pages can come out. I have not had any issues. And as you can see, like, this turns so easily. Here's kind of a view of the thickness of it. So already it's a thick book. So if you were to add a full day for Saturday and Sunday, or a day on its page there, it would be too much. It would just be way too thick. So I'm a fan of it. I'm okay with the weekends broken up, but if you're not, that's definitely something to consider. Okay, so that is my simplified planner. Now we are going to move on to a planner that you may not have heard of before because it's not new, but it's one that I actually had to go searching for in the planner community, and it's gaining popularity, and I'm so excited because as far as comprehensive daily planners go, I think this is the most comprehensive one I've ever come across. And let me give you just a quick look at the difference in size. So this is the Start planner. It is definitely a little bit smaller than the Simplified planner. So maybe like 1/4 of an inch, tall. It's a little bit shorter there, and then a good bit for the width. And it's still a hefty book though, but that slight little, difference in size makes a big difference when you're carrying it around. So I have carried this beauty around quite a bit and have not had any trouble with the weight of it. Same with my Simplified planner. The weight doesn't bother me too much, of course, when I have my larger purses. I have switched over to smaller ones, so unfortunately these don't work quite as well. But the Start planner here, again, this is an academic one. It has the same O-rings, but this is a matte gold. It has a very, very sturdy feel, and this cover has held up so incredibly well to being thrown around in my bag. I mean, there's no scratches to, see. It's a matte cover, so I don't know if that's what makes it a difference, but it also feels like it has a little bit of a coating on it. It still looks brand new, and I have really used this one a lot. It has an elastic band already attached. I'm a huge fan of that. I wish the Simplified planner had that. It's just convenient when it's already attached. You don't risk losing it because I lose things. Now I'm just flipping quickly past my front page there. So when you open it up, this is what you get to first. You are welcomed with a little note here from the creators, Christy and Jenny. And this particular daily planner covers it all. Your goals, your vacation planning, your finance, tracking, your accountability partners, your monthlies, your food logs. I mean, it covers everything. And I do like that here they break down and tell you a little bit more about what's in each section. I don't mind it when planners have the kind of instructions in the front. I know some individuals are not a fan of it, to be told how to use a planner, which I totally get, but there's certain ones when they're more comprehensive like this, I like to have some information broken down for me. So they give you that here in the front. And then they give you a little sample of how to fill out one of the daily pages and also the goals here. So I didn't fill too much of this out. I did use their weekly planner last year, so I kind of had everything in there and didn't want to duplicate it. But you have a nice section in the front for vision board, and then if I can turn the page, then it gets into your goals that you want to set for the year: home life, personal, spiritual. I love that they put spiritual and not okay, I'm drawing a blank here. But spiritual can mean so many different things. So it's not narrowing it down to just one particular individual that can use this planner. So I like that they have spiritual on there: financial, professional, education, travel, and then this is where you can break it all down. So they give you plenty of space here for focus on your goals. Then you have your financial overview, which you can do kind of the yearly breakup here, estimated to actual, and then you can have your monthly breakdown here. I didn't use these really in my weekly one either, but I do love that the option is there. And then you have at the end of the goals section your accountability partners. Then we move into the plans, and here, as you can see, it has it as your charity, your cleaning, your project, medical, entertainment, vacation, holiday, passwords. So I was a huge fan of their keeping it clean section because when it comes to daily and weekly, I pretty much know what I want to do. But when it comes to like the seasonal cleaning, sometimes I'm kind of like, wait a minute, wait, what should I do? Like, okay, I kind of have an idea, but then I feel overwhelmed. And I love, though, how they have it broken up as just kind of ideas that you could do with each season, and then they leave the blank space for you to fill in the rest. So I really enjoyed that section. Then we come into your projects, and they give you a good amount of project pages here. And then your medical, so I split it up with my husband, myself, and my dog. Then we get into entertainment, if you want to keep track of movies and books that you've read or want to read, restaurants, events. So as you can see, like already just in the first little bit of this planner, there is so much in here. It covers everything. If you want like a one and done, like all-inclusive daily planner, this is phenomenal. I found that a lot of weekly planners are like that, but I hadn't come across many daily planners. So they have holiday planning as well, and then a gift list. Now we get into the calendar pages. And what I absolutely loved here is on each daily page, they have a spot for you to track your calories, your water intake, supplements, exercise, self-care. They have menu, and then they also have a little section for whatever you need, whether it's notes or you want to write your gratitude and ideas, then that's there. So and then quickly, they have passwords kind of snuck in here. I like that it's kind of, hidden through here, and it's not tabbed or anything, so it feels a little bit more secure. I would never write any of my like major account passwords, but what you can do certainly is make a code that only you are gonna know. So after that, we move on to, they give you a little bit of information on what you can do when planning yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily, and I like that. And here's a sample of my first month in here, and I loved using my mild liners in here. And pretty much any highlighter is going to be fantastic for color coding. It works really well with the paper. But I was so happy with this setup. It worked out perfectly for what I was needing. And again, I do change it up each month and sometimes each day. So the highlighting method was really great. And then you move on to, after each month, actually, you would see that they have your mini goals broken down. You have your list that you can make of a master to-do list or a grocery list, and then keeping track of any cards and gifts you want to or need to be taken care of that month. They also have a health check-in. So when I had first started, I had a goal of becoming a morning person. So this is something that I focused on for that month. That was the only goal. I'm the type of person that I can get very overwhelmed with too many goals. So I just gave myself one. And I like to say that I totally have done it. I get up at like 5:30 most mornings. On the weekend, I'll sometimes, sleep in till maybe 6:30 or 7, but never in my life have I ever been a morning person. And it was great to track that throughout the month to build that habit. So after that, you go into, I'll show you. So here was, I'm just covering that up real quick because this is some budgeting stuff. So after the mini goals, they do have a monthly budget section here. And then you have a blank notes page that you can use for whatever you need. Then you get into your dailies. So you can see here that in this planner, they also split up the Saturday and Sunday. Again, like most daily planners, it's going to be because it will make the planner way too heavy and thick. But I feel that they give ample space for the weekend. And again, it helps me to not schedule too much. So for the weekends, you have, again, Saturday and Sunday on a page, and they give you here a weekly grocery list, which I really enjoy that a lot because I do my grocery shopping on Sundays. That is very helpful to have that. But then you can see here that they go to a full page for each of the other days. And these first couple ones, because I got it a little bit late, these first couple ones are blank, as you can see. But it starts at 5:30, and I love it because, again, that's what time I get up in the mornings now. So it's a 5:30 to 9 schedule. They have here your tick boxes that are just very, very faintly drawn out, and I enjoyed that it is a faint gray that they use. And you can prioritize your top 3. That heart is for self-care. Then they have an area where you can check off if you worked out, if you took your supplements, if you kept up with your water intake. Then you have your food. You can keep track of anything that you spent from eating out that day. And then this is kind of your ideas or gratitudes or notes section. And that is what every day will look like, except for your Saturday and Sunday, like you had seen a little differently. And so here is when I got into using the planner. And again, you know, I was making use of the highlighters and I really enjoyed it a lot. Really enjoyed it a lot. And I did kind of boxes around the day just to really highlight my top 3. So that stood out and I wasn't kind of getting lost in everything else that I wanted. I also have here a bookmark that you can purchase from their store, and I absolutely love it. It is a nice, sturdy plastic, and it snaps in and out very easily. It has the Start Planner logo right there, but I absolutely love it. Definitely recommend it if you're looking into this planner. But this just worked out so great. If I felt like I was getting too overwhelmed, you know, keeping my weekly and daily separate, I would just use this. And I did use this planner for the first few months of when I got it. Like I had mentioned, this is an academic start. So I did use it for the first few months because I was definitely a lot busier each day and I needed that daily layout. But with me trying to build the habit of, you know, getting up early in the morning, I found that this worked very well to hold me accountable too. So I really enjoyed this planner tremendously. And here's August, and I still kept with some color coding, but just in pen right there. And then going into September, I used some cute happy planner stickers, but it goes on like so for the whole academic year. So June is the last. Now there are no note pages in here, but in the back they're ending with a blank note page, and then it goes into some forward planning pages for 2019 and also 2020, which I think is super handy. And then at the very back, you have a contact page, and you also get another pocket. So did I mention the pocket in the front? I think I forgot to. Well, there's there's this pocket in the back, and then in the front, there's also another pocket. So you get 2 pockets in this planner, and it's cut lower than the Emily Lay one, and I absolutely love it. I think that is the perfect height. And I just wish that, obviously that's not gonna fit because it's the bookmark, but I just wish that Emily Lay's was a little bit lower cut. So I think this is awesome that you get 2 of them. And so that is the Start Planner. So I absolutely am such a huge fan of this company. They're very big advocates for healthy living, fitness, and keeping it all together in one location. So the Start Planner, I highly, highly recommend. And lastly, what I am currently doing, because I do have a smaller purse that I'm carrying around right now, I've been using this itty bitty Moleskine planner. I have seen this talked about by so many YouTubers, specifically Seaweed Kisses. If you guys haven't heard of her, I will leave her channel down below because she is so inspirational for journaling, for functional planning. I really enjoy watching her stuff. So she is using a pocket Moleskine, I think kind of for a mix of planning and journaling. And I thought, you know what? I want to have something that will fit easily into my small purse that I can use as just a list keeper. If I'm not going to be bringing my passion planner around with me, I at least want to jot down those, priorities that I have for the day to keep on hand. So opening it up, I don't have any of my information in here yet, but the first few pages are kind of, might as well just unclip this. Why not? First few pages are personal data, then you have like an overlook of your 2019, then it goes into your months. Now, as you can see, these are tiny boxes. I mean, I don't think I have seen boxes this small before. So I was kind of worried about it, but once I, started putting in the appointments that I have, it's not working too bad at all. And what I did, because I like to have a quick glance of what bills I have coming up, I just wrote, in more detail down here what they were, and I highlighted so I could see on my calendar when they're coming up. So this is actually not working too bad at all. And of course, this is super functional, so I'm not needing extra space, to be too descriptive or add extra stickers or, any of that stuff. So it's so far not working too bad. And so it goes on with all the months in the front here. So it's a month on one page. And what I did, because I started a little bit later with this, I ended up using, well, as I'm kind of flipping here, I might as well tell you what this is. Obviously, it's a map. You can tell that. You have measurement, conversion. Some of this stuff I don't think is necessary because we have the internet nowadays and we carry our phones on us all the time. So I'm probably going to just have sticky notes placed on these pages as an area to do a quick jot of something. Dialing codes, travel plans, and then a couple of blank spaces here. So what I did, since I did not use this planner right from January 1st, I just took some washi and covered up the dates here at the top. And I'm going to use them as note pages. So I might do some some alpha letters from like one of my sticker books to, title the top page, whether it be, master grocery list or anything along the lines of that. This is going to be my area where I can keep all of that information because this planner does not come with note pages. I thought it would be great for me to at least make use of these pages that I did not need for scheduling. So the first few pages just have some of the washi tape there. And then we get into when I started using it, and you can see here that there's definitely ghosting. When I got this, I knew that it wasn't going to be like the highest quality. I wasn't looking for like quality over just function. So I knew this was going to be a great functional planner, just a simple everyday, like, I don't care what it looks like. I don't care how sloppy my handwriting is going to be. Just simple for me to jot down what I need, what is on my mind. So, you know, this is going to have some ghosting, and your pen, depending on what kind you use and how heavy your hand is, may also bleed through a little bit. But this does not bother me because I am kind of using it as just like a bullet journal type thing. I have highlighted the days at the top just to kind of make it stand out a little more. I also kind of wrote over the day of the week and the date. So it goes on throughout, just as you see. It has at the top of the page here an 8 o'clock in the morning start, and it's, you know, it's something that works out fine for a typical work schedule. You know, if you do kind of an 8 to 5 work schedule and you have appointments in that work time frame, so it works great for that. But I'm not going to be using it for the timeline there. As you can see here, I kind of just draw my tick boxes and go from there, because it is something where I'm using it just to list. Now, you do have to kind of work with it a little bit, but for the most part, it will lay flat. I haven't really, you know, prepped this much at all. So right now I do have to hold it a little bit as I'm writing, but it's not too bad at all. I know it'll get better as I use it, but it goes through the whole entire year. This is a January start, and it goes through the end of December, and then you just have one little note page in the back, and that is it. You have a pocket here, and with the planner, it comes with some letters and stickers here. I don't think I'll be using them, but you never know, so I will keep it in there for now. But besides that, this is just super plain, simple. I am using my Passion Planner to be more detailed and more decorative. So this has been working really great, and you can kind of see, I mean, I probably have average size hands, but it's a really good size, and it feels great in my hands. I love chunky, small notebooks. So I really enjoy the way this feels. And I just use a little tab there to take me to my first note page. But this is what I am using currently for my daily. But as I said, you know, I do like to switch it up because, of course, things change. Some weeks are going to be a whole lot busier than others, and so I might grab for my Start Planner or my Emily Lay Simplified Planner. But I like that with daily planners, you can easily change it up. I mean, you can do that with any planner, but to me, I feel like the daily is a little bit easier to interchange and swap between than it is for a weekly. So that's it, guys. I hope this was informative for you. If you have any more questions about these planners, please leave them down below. I am going to leave the information of them as well, but these three are ones that I have really been enjoying a lot, at least the past year. You know, this is a newer one, of course, but this, you can't go wrong for function and portability. Simplified Planner, if you're looking for something very sleek and high, you know, quality and just luxurious looking and simple, the Simplified Planner is great for it. Start Planner, as I was saying about that, all inclusive, like if you need everything in one place, this is the one. Like, as you saw, it has everything. So these are all such amazing planners for so many different uses. There's something for everyone out there, right? But again, thank you for hanging out with me today, and I hope you have a wonderful week. We'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.